Welcome back, everyone. We are here with our second best of three of the day as we cuddle up closer and closer. Get ourselves ready for Liquid against Vici Gaming. They've both lost best of ones. They are both in a best of three in an elimination match. Only one team stays in ESL One Birmingham.
Yeah, that's pretty insane if you think about that one of these two teams is going to be out.
Yeah. Should be a good match then, shouldn't it? Should be a good best of three. Let's get into it. Let's find out what's happening. Team Liquid against Vici Gaming. Oh boy. I can't wait. Already, draft has kicked off. Sand King Leshrac opener here for Team Liquid. As the Night Stalker and Warlock again. But this time in the hands of Vici Gaming. The bans, Iobane, Lycan Morphling, Phantom Lancer, Tusk, and Gyro. All removed. In fact, with the DP, that fourth ban coming out from Liquid. Pretty open, solid draft so far from both teams. They've got a bit of this, a bit of that, bit of team fight, bit of push. Lots of control though from these heroes.
Yeah, we saw the same opening from EG, Night Stalker, and the Warlock. Warlock is king of dual lanes. Seems like the new position 5 are those who are really strong in 2 versus 2 scenarios. We go back to Jakiro, we go back to Wind Ranger, Skyrat Mage, those type of position 5/4 heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
Like AA is kind of out. Bane is still okay as a hero because he's a lane bullet as well in 2 versus 2.
But like Rubik, Witch Doctor, these heroes, like
Yes.
Keeper of the Light, I think, you know, you think back to Liquid and their prowess with GH's Kotl. Not really a hero we see too much of nowadays. Into the second phase, though, of the draft, Spectre and Doom being the final bans from Liquid and Vici Gaming, respectively. And Liquid, with the first pick of this second stage, it might be time to start deciding where the Lesh and Sand King go. Obviously, both are very versatile heroes in terms of lanes and players.
There's a new combo on the rise. I saw a little bit of game Fnatic against the VP. They also played Warlock and Spectre. Fatal Bonds, plus combine that with the damage from the Spectre. That's kind of insane. But all those who played this combo pretty much lost today. Also, Undying. He's the king of dual lanes. Like, you cannot beat this hero in the laning stage. So Gyro is out, which is great for Undying. Like, you're just killing those zombies pretty quickly. Just focus the tomb with the Flag Canyon.
I feel like it's a pretty good feel-good hero as well. You know, you're talking about these dual lanes, but Undying just gives you that sense of power that the lane's in your hands, the lane's in your control. With the Decay and the Soul Rip, you're able to keep yourself alive, your teammate, or even just find snipe kills on your opponents. And especially after a best-of-1 loss, it often feels like you want to come out strong in game 1 of this best of 3, assert dominance, and show what you're made of. So now it's Vici, down to them in this draft, really, to remedy and answer how much aggression Liquid are throwing into them. But you're not quite sure what these lanes are going to be, right? It could be Sand King Undying dual offlane. It could be Lesh Undying dual offlane, for all we know.
Yeah, it's pretty open for Team Liquid. They have these flex picks that can pretty much go anywhere. Same goes for Vici. Like, these two don't reveal anything.
I guess the one thing you know from Liquid is I would be pretty sure that Undying's heading into that offlane, right? It's going to be like an Undying +1.
Yeah, you don't want to have Undying on the safe lane. Same goes for a Lich. This is pretty much the same concept. You want to destroy the enemy safe lane with these two heroes.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. And where do we go from here? Night Stalker Warlock. Has Vici Gaming gone for anything like this in recent times? I don't believe they do. They've had there we go. I was going to say they've had Naga Warlock before, and then they kind of follow through with a bit of tower push, your DP, your DK, try and get that damage output going with the Fatal Bonds, but also that conversion, the ability to take teamfight wins and turn them into towers and objectives.
So it's probably going to be Naga Siren and the Night Stalker combo, I assume. This is the strong dual lane, and you have good setup. Let's say Naga Siren heal into Warlock upheaval. Just channel it.
Oh god.
That sounds pretty awesome. And you can always kill the tomb while you're
sleeping them.
So that's a good counter to Undying as well.
That's pretty nice. So what do you do now as Team Liquid? What do you need? tower damage, right?
If I wanted to predict Team Liquid, I most of the time can't predict what they want to pick. So I'm just gonna throw it out there. Lone Druid. It's pretty hard. This team is so versatile and unpredictable the way they play. I didn't see them playing on the new patch because they were taking a break at Changsha Major. So yet to see what they're up to.
Viper. Let's go. Give Matuma Man the Viper. Just throw him on a hero that can, we've seen from mid lane it has just been natural 1v1s, right?
Yes.
With these 2-on-2 lanes, the mid lane has returned to its former glory where it is. Very skill-based, 1v1, hero matchup dependent. And I go with the Ember Spirit? That's going to be a miracle hero, I'd assume. Definitely one of his signature. Even before he joined Liquid, playing on 4 Bunnies, 1 Turtle was his joined Dota League team back in the day before he was famous. He'd play Ember Spirit and he was absolutely godly. One of the first players I ever saw buy a Yule Scepter on Ember as a first item to defeat silencers. And that blew my mind back in the day. Look where he is now.
Yeah, before you couldn't afford to think out of the box because the fans, the community would just rip you apart. So if you were making something unique, what are you doing with that item? There were items that needed to be built on a certain hero.
Like, where's your Battle Fury, Ember Spirit? Well, times change, people change. Vici Gaming, Storm Spirit comes out up against the Ember.
I see Vici Gaming love picking Storm, even though there are a couple of good stuns that they have. They have Sanking, plus they have a root from Ember Spirit Chains.
And they've got the chain stun of Borrow and Split Earth, right?
5 seconds.
We'll see where this heads. And Storm Spirit should be matching up against the Ember in the mid lane. Well, maybe that's what they're thinking.
They still have no tower damage on side of Vici.
What's going to remedy it? I mean, they've got Warlock. Come on, Lacoste.
Yeah.
They have some.
I think Dragonite is a good pickup for Team Liquid. That's kind of a reliable stun for a Storm Spirit. If you have a Shadow Blade or a Blink, it's not immediate stun, but it's really good against them. They could use a mid hero. Or maybe that's not a mid hero. Ember's probably going to be on a mid lane, but still they can throw it on the safe lane, side lane, whatever. You can just pair it up with an Undying and go wherever you want.
What's happened to Terrorblade? Where did that hero go?
He got nerfed a lot.
Okay.
It's still okay as a hero, but it doesn't feel that good at this point.
That's one of the weird things I have with Dota, is that it's always it's very similar to how you feel about temperature. You go from a cold room to a hot outside, and you don't feel X temperature and Y temperature. You feel a difference between X and Y, right?
Yes.
And that's how people feel about heroes as well. Like X could be good, and the hero could change from X to Y, and Y could also be good. But because of the difference between X and Y, people are like, nah, it's not good. And that's why heroes have that's why in Dota we have this kind of cyclical thing, right? Where a hero won't get changed that much and it'll come back and people will realize, hang on a second, why did we forget about this guy? Why did we stop
picking?
It might be an item that people remember about or a hero, it's always the wonder of Dota is things being, there is no new discovery. It's all about rediscovery and figuring out how things fit together in a wonderful new puzzle that is a new game, a new draft, and, well, Vici Gaming end up with a Luna. To tie things up here, good old team fight, good old tower damage, which is what you were looking for, and Team Liquid left with the response.
They have a good vision with Naga Siren, with Night Stalker. During the nighttime, you're gonna have a Night Stalker, plus Luna also has increased night vision.
Choose your hero.
Again, great Slark game. They have nothing to stop this Slark with. Night Stalker silence, he can get rid of pretty much anything.
Matumba Slark?
Yes.
One of his two, I guess, core or signature heroes before he joined Liquid on 5 Anchors.
I see a lot of Storm Spirit going for Kaya into Bloodstone. I just hope Ori doesn't go for this game. Like, you need to get... You can go for Kaya into Orchid. Like, you need to control Ember Spirit, and Slark. So Orchid is a must. Maybe even, I'm not going to say first item Orchid because it's not that good. That was popular back in the days. But Orchid as a second item is must.
Force Miracle to change up his item build, you know,
Yes.
go into that Ewell's or Manta or Lincoln's, whatever it may be. But away we go. Game number 1 in this best of 3. Team Liquid taking on Vici Gaming. Elimination on the line. So we do get a pause from Kuroki. We'll find out what's happening. And how do you think these lanes set up here, Lacoste? What are we looking towards?
Luna and Warlock on the top lane, Storm Spirit on the mid, and you have Naga Siren and Night Stalker. Pretty offensive lane, a lot of kill potential, especially during the first nighttime. Mind Control tipping Kuroki, and we're gonna have Slark. Okay, Slark Undying, and we're gonna have Lash Sanking. Man, this is 648B. I'm telling you, like all these picks, Warlock, Spectre. You have Leshrac and Sanking.
Where's the Earthshaker Wind Ranger?
I'm not sure Wind Ranger existed back then in 648B.
Am I thinking a bit later then?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably.
Because that was always like the classic lane when I started watching. Because you know, Dota for me was for a very long time just a crappy custom game that we played for fun.
Apologize right now.
Hey, I've grown up. When I was that's what I'm saying. When I was younger, I was foolish. I was not smart, not intelligent. Now with wisdom and age,
Nothing changed, right?
of course not.
You just
an absolute
became
moron
older.
still.
Oh, look at the stun from Mind Control. He's
But-
trying to snipe a hero that usually hides here. They want to invade the rune, Disco Pony. We're going back to the 80s.
30 seconds.
That sounds like a soundtrack from, let's say, 80s game.
Just need the Bee Gees to roll on, right?
I love this offensive tipping. If you kill someone, you can just tip him.
Mind Control and 11 having a bit of a battle between them. Oh, here we go. The tips are flowing out, guys. Fenrir showing off, though. 200 from his tip. Kuroki only with 25. Oh, a little bit short there. But down towards bottom, we will see a bit of a scrap. Fenrir and Lanem. I'll try and chase Matuma Man back, but a quick pounce away will secure Liquid. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but how many, Lacoste?
4.
Bounty runes.
That's not bad at all.
Pretty
So
freaking good.
they're gonna swap things around. Since they saw Lash and Sanking on the top lane, they're just gonna sacrifice Naga Siren and have Luna, Warlock, Night Stalker.
Interesting.
And that's a lot of damage. Warlock has already a good amount of damage and harassment. With the Shadow Ward, Luna's Lunar Blessing is gonna increase that. Not sure what the top lane is gonna do. They're gonna already try to go under.
A decent chunk of damage there, but 3 mangoes and 6 tangos means 11's pretty happy up in its top lane to tank a few of those. So usually with offlane Naga, you know, you've got illusions to stack these camps, build it up for the rest of your team, send illusions in to contest pulls and mess around with creeps down here.
This Naga is a first blood material. Next stun, she's dead.
Yeah, sure is. No mango on GH though. Just
He's gonna
waiting
eat
for
the.
clarity.
He's gonna eat it.
11. Oh, if you step ever so far, that's it. She's dead.
It's
Oh,
go time on this
Ow,
creep.
has to be.
Yes.
There we go. In we go with the stuns. Easy peasy. First blood. Man control.
Region.
No, oh my god, the triple mango's pay 4 HP! Oh! Oh! Not easy peasy, not lemon squeezy. Absolutely very difficult, whatever rhymes with, I don't think there is a word.
Difficult easy.
Paparazzi's nearly dead, but oh, he is! Kuroki with the 1-1 build. Goes for the Decay Soul Rip and slaps down the little old the Paparazzi Luna.
I mean, he was stacking. He has 16 stacks. Had 16 stacks. At least Naga Siren dies on top. She can't be on the top lane. Once Lash hits level 2 with the Lightning Storm, she can't lane anymore. Bottle picked up by a Mind Control, so he's gonna be back at the lane. 11 won't expect that.
Yeah, he's full HP, full mana now with the chain stuns coming through.
This is just way too much slow.
No Orb of Venom, but yeah, exactly with the slows from Caustic and the Lightning Storm. 11 is dead for a second time in a row here. One more tap, one more hit. Oh, not quite. Stout Shield working out. Okay there for 11, but still another death.
He
on
just
the books.
TP'd to a lane, which means that he needs to walk back. Yeah, this is not working out. They're not winning the bottom lane. Undying is a tough nut.
Can't crack him. But yeah, usually with Naga, you've got illusions to like mess with lane equilibrium, piss off your opponents. But of course, Naga level 2 here.
Dire's top tower
Only
is
Ensnare and
under
Riptide to
attack.
play with. But side lanes, fun and all. Mid lane, how's it going? Ori
Pretty
up
even.
15-4. But then you've got Miracle catching up to 17-2. He's gone. Oh, I like this. Early point in Sleight of Fist, and I will never forget this. The moment when Weeha and Envy were arguing on TeamSpeak about this matchup in particular, the Storm against the Ember Spirit, and EE was adamant that Storm wins. Like he told Weeha, like, guarantee you 100% Storm wins this matchup. All you have to do is place Remnants, and there's nothing that the Ember can do. And Weeha says, nah, you take Sleight of Fist, you dodge the Remnant, and then you Flame Guard and run at the Storm a little bit. It looks like that's what Miracle has been playing around with here.
Were you on the TeamSpeak with them?
No, it was on stream, unfortunately.
Oh.
If I was on TeamSpeak with them, I don't think I'd be talking. I'd just be listening anyway.
So whose bottle is this? It's Mind Control's bottle, but Sanking has it on the bottom lane for whatever reason.
That's very interesting. Paparazzi pops the stick. Matumba Man and Kuroki nearly bring him down, but GH is here to chase the Warlock. Fenrir, no windlace, no boots, but with that one little lucent beam, they keep Kuroki away from any kind
They
of
wanna go in
aggression.
again.
Are they chasing forward with another Burrow Strike? Oh, the damage from Caustic is going to pop him here as well with a pounce. Leashing in. Paparazzi's in trouble. The damage, significant. Too much to handle. One more tap down, and Lanham will come in to try and
Another
take
stun.
something for himself. They do get the Sand King, but Lanham now has to run himself away. Matumba Man's up to 7 stacks of Essence Shift. And Kuroki, we're up to 16 on the old Decay. I think Matumba Man, with 8 stick charges, yeah, he's perfectly okay. Just walk this one off.
So Sanking TP stop, refills the bottle, heals up Mind Control, which means Naga Siren is gonna go down once again. Now this is Naga. I don't know what the purpose of this lane is anymore.
Not doing too well at all. Bottom lane diving in. Night Stalker wants to try and get Matumba Man, but Kuroki's here guarding the door. Lanham and Fenrir are unable to really get too much done.
Runes coming up. They're gonna go on Lanham again. He thinks that GH is picking up runes, but she has no boots of speed.
Oh, holding that fog line as well. Lightning Storm opens it up for the Burrow. Split Earth. A good amount of chain stun, as the Night Stalker TP will be cancelled just to be that deterrent against the Radiant and keep the Night Stalker down at bottom lane with this nighttime here for another 2.5 minutes. Lanham does feel like he needs to get something done.
Sanking, what a bro. Just collecting runes, refilling bottle, going around the map, healing everybody on the bottom, deeping top, healing Lash.
Mobile fountain. Portable fountain. Kuroki. There's another remnant here. The damage from that overcharge not quite enough. Kuroki might just be able to get himself out of here. Lanham has got another void, so that will be the death of Kuro with the final swipe, but they're trading Ori back for it. Miracle's low. He's got 2 remnants, throws out 1 to try and escape back to Shrine. Not off cooldown, unfortunately, as the haste will be grabbed up as Lanham sprints all the way back to a Shrine of his own, but they've got Fenrir with a GH stun to go. They'll cancel any kind of retreat TP he had planned. Liquid 8-2 already, with 2 of the top farmers looking pretty freaking sweet in this game so far.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Storm Spirit just hit level 6, way away from Ember Spirit. So they have a good kill potential. That's level 1 Searing Chains, which lasts only 1.5 seconds.
That's a solo kill.
Solo kill. Lashrak is level 6 with mana boots. The Pulse Nova damage is just way too much for this level 4 Naga Siren with 3 mangoes and pretty much brown boots. Can't do anything.
Oh, Miracle. Unfortunately, just catches that melee creep at the very edge of his AoE, trying to go for the Storm. 3 remnants with that Searing Chains and level 4 Flame Guard might just have been enough to kill off Ori, sitting at 500 HP right now. And Miracle will wait for the chains to come back up again. Matumba Man has been left to his own devices down bottom. A little bit spooky for him, but they just want him to get level 6. He'll dispel off the Fatal Bonds and he'll be fine. Just towing the line in this lane, it feels like. But once he gets level 6, that's when they can start playing around him again.
Slark has improved health regen over the past 2-3 patches, and with the mangoes, look at him. 5.2 per second.
Dire's top tower is
Yeah,
under
it's pretty
attack.
damn good. That's before his ulti comes up, when it really does ramp up. Mind control, no points in the edict. Max split earth top. Chipping away at the tier 1 as 11 doesn't have a place in this lane. Level 5 Naga Siren with a level almost 8 Lashrak, in fact. Might even bring Ori in to try and fight, but they will start things off bottom. Matsumaman is low, but not out. Lanam in trouble. One more burst strike here, and that should be the end of the Night Stalker. They can catch him there. Nicely done by Kuro and GH. Force Paparazzi and Fenrir back away from the creep wave, so securing farm for Matsumaman at the same time. Things are just going swimmingly for Liquid.
3,000 net worth lead already. 8 minutes in. Top lane is pretty much abandoned. What is 11 sitting at? He has Ring of Basilius. Lash is just farming the neutral camps and the lane. Matsumaman dies, but the Paparazzi as well.
They trade 1 for 1. Fatal Bond's going to work. GH with that stun does move in onto Fenrir, but Tombstone will be needed. Deal with Lanham here. Night Stalker, very tanky in fact for the stout. 1 charges. And that bottle takes the Tombstone down. In fact, the Kuroki deny, removing all of that juicy gold from Vici Gaming.
Dire's structures are fortified.
But you've got free farming Miracle mid lane now at this point, with Storm dipping back into the jungle and not feeling too safe. Mind control free farming top. And he's going to get another solo kill here on 11.
Yeah, I don't know what this core Naga was supposed to be. It just doesn't feel right. Like, they know what the lane matchup is gonna be, and they still send Naga against the Sanking and Lash. This is pretty expected.
Like, do you think it's, you know, arrogance on 11's part, or do you think it's just they are making the best out of a bad situation?
I think they could have just dual laned.
That's a bit of a messy one.
Like, they're not winning the bottom lane. Luna died 3 times, so they lost all 2 lanes, all 2 side lanes, and the mid is pretty even.
Middle tower is under attack.
He's just, I honestly, I'm not looking for that, but that's going to bring tears to my eyes. 11's died again. I'm watching Miracle mid nearly solo killing the Storm Spirit as the Night Stalker dies bottom. They do wrap around in for the haste. Ori's forward with the upheaval in. GH will Burrow Strike away, but the Fatal Bonds going to work and tickling them down. Kuroki might die. Matsumaman kept alive with a Soul Rip. And Miracle not getting too involved. While that's all happening, though, Mind Control solo kills Naga 3 times in a row, I want to say. Takes tier 1. He's sitting at almost Bloodstone at 11 minutes in.
That's his bottle as well on the Sanking, don't forget.
That's very true. He bought bottle for the Sand King. Dear Lord. Well, he'll get healed up, back up to full. Bounty rune will go to GH. And then on top of that, all these bounty runes means GH is 700 gold, 600 gold away from his Blink Dagger.
Yes, and I love the play from Kuro. He just, over there at the river, he went to the different side, so he's the one who's gonna die. He wanted to save both Slark and the Sanking.
Like, he
dying,
goes here, Matsumaman goes there, and
dying as undying, which is pretty stupid, doesn't sound stupid, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, this is just falling apart from Vici Gaming. The only hero that they have right now that can do something is the Storm Spirit, or if Luna uses ulti and tries to get a kill.
Luna might just be dead here, though. Paparazzi is sprinting away. Storm Spirit mid does get a catch onto Kuro, but this tier 1 tower is nearly dead. Miracle does have to run away. The tower drops to the Radiant. Back up to top, we'll take a look. Paparazzi is still sprinting out, but Miracle turning to fight Lanham. Has that Flame Guard going. Searing Chains catches a couple of creeps. Lashrak still battling. Miracle still getting himself away from danger. Flame Guard finally popped, but the Searing Chains are there, and another Remnant with 1 charge as he turns. Oh, he can fight this. Thinking about it. Mind Control finally dies top lane with the takedown from Paparazzi, so they baited him all the way around through the dire jungle. And Lanham has made the maneuver up towards GH. Oh, Liquid maybe getting a little bit too big for their boots as they give away some big gold bounties over to Vici Gaming.
5,000 gold. Oh, Sanking with the Fatal Bonds almost dies, but there were no creeps left. Miracle picked up Boots of Travel. I'm not a big fan of Boots of Travel as a first item, but if the game goes like this, it's really good. You can just go in and out.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Also, you can TP to Tombstone.
Here comes the Yule Scepter. Going to be very handy against the Kaya, potential Orchid that you were mentioning from Storm, but also just Night Stalker. With that crippling fear. So Fenrir, first chaotic offering of the game, did get them a kill onto Mind Control. Pre-Bloodstone though, so no charges lost. Quite a bit of gold gained, but they move into mid. There we go with the Searing Chains. That is a significant amount of damage. Paparazzi didn't stand a chance. Oh wait, we've seen Paparazzi Luna very recently, you know, 30,000 net worth at like 25 minutes, cruising to victory at like 12:07. This is not one of those games. This is a Paparazzi who needs to come back and put his team on his shoulder games.
This is looking really bad for Vici Gaming. They don't have the best comeback heroes. Nightstalker, level 6. It's gonna be daytime. Okay, so it's not gonna be, sorry, miscalculated. It's gonna be daytime in 2.5 minutes, so they need to do something during this nighttime. Warlock ulti is used. This ward is gonna get dewarded, already being pinged out. They should play around the Storm Spirit, and every time Luna has the ulti, she should be the one trying to get into the fight, because they don't have the damage otherwise.
Matsuma Man wants to make a play on 11, as if 0, 6, and 1 wasn't bad enough. But the boost of travel will be cancelled by Miracle. Or maybe got cancelled by someone else. Lanham is lurking around in the shadows. As well as Paparazzi nearby, stacking up some Ancients and camps for himself. Well, Liquid 20-6, 10,000 net worth lead at 14 minutes. And Mind Control with the full Bloodstone done. This is where they want to try and make things happen and get things done. Storm Spirit dead to rights as Mind Control gets the +1 on his Bloodstone. And says, thank you very much, Ori.
Also, Slark's getting closer to his Shadow Blades, trying to go on 11. Cooldown on Song, 1 second. Is he gonna use it? Oh, this could be a dead Slark.
He has 15 Wand, Pounce, Dark Pact, but in comes the Eclipse and Matsuma Man. Shadow Amulet Wand? No, it's not going to be enough. Well played by 11 and Paparazzi. They do swing it back around for Lanham, though. Golem dropped, though, and that's a big turnaround potential with a Fatal Bond's damage. Nice Stalker buys back, but the Golem is dead. Miracle and GH hold the line here, but GH last breath will be a Burst Strike onto Luna, which opens things up for Mind Control. There's the Tombstone Zombie stacking, but Mind Control's dead. Ori comes in, and he's the one to save the fight, but this is a messy one with Remnants! Oh, Miracle with the damage! They're all dropping so low, but he doesn't have any more maneuverability. 1 second Sleight of Fist. He needs to jump. 11 not caught. Searing Chains are there, but this is bad for Liquid.
Lash
1v4.
is back.
Yeah, Miracle's in trouble, though. I think he might just be dead. No, Mind Control saves him, keeps him alive, and it goes Matsuma Man to clear up the rest.
So he got back all the charges. He's back to 12. He's gonna get one more. That's gonna be 13. Slark is gonna finish his Shadow Blade from this kill. Like, they were not expecting Leshrac to revive this fast. He just TP'd back into the fight. And also, they don't have the answer for the Ember Spirit. Not enough damage to lock him down. Storm Spirit's doing a good job, just being in these fights with the Kaya. He needs to be active, and this is what I like to see. Orchid as the second item, as I mentioned during the pick and ban phase. He needs to have it. He needs to lock down this Ember Spirit and Slark.
When they were all like 4-man grouped and those Remnants came in, I thought it was just all over. Very close though, very, very close. So yeah, Leshrac back to 13. Just a net loss of 1 down from the 14 he starts with. As Slark, where is the old Shadow Blades on the courier? There it is. But with Eclipse down for 30, it is now it is now daytime and 4 minutes until night. They don't have Darkness, they don't have Chaotic Offering, they don't have Song. It feels like Liquid are going to have free reign to do things exactly like this. Pop the Luna, down she goes, and this should be a tier 2, maybe a Roshan, but full map control for Liquid by all means.
I don't know what's happening. This does not feel like Vici Gaming. This just feels like some random team that drafted and is playing the game.
I mean, they're in shambles right now. They don't know what hit them. Miracle's unstoppable with a double damage rune, looking for more. 11. What are we at? 064. Well, make that 074 as Miracle comes out with a double kill and a wicked 6 streak. Mind Control and Kuro keep on going high ground. 70 minutes in, no biggie. Pop the old Edict.
Yeah, that's level 4 Edict. Meme Hammer completed on Naga Siren. Don't think that's gonna change anything. This tier 4 tower might actually go down.
Huh?
He just solo kills him. He still has the double damage.
Okay, that's cool, I guess. Matsuma Man, I don't think this is a plan. I think you jump away now. Yes. Goodbye.
Oh, Lash should stop getting the damage. He didn't
Matt,
remove the Fatal Bonds with the Dark Pact.
yeah, why is he not dark pacting? That's very strange. It's like, regardless of all that, they're taking racks. 18 minutes in, this melee is falling down to half HP. Miracle is trying to keep the fight going, and they've got Paparazzi again. The damage from the Flame God's enough, even through the song, and the buyback from Luna is required. They do have ultis. Rock is here. They've got a 3-man stun from that meme hammer, and in comes the chaotic offering. You'll step the quick for Miracle will buy him some time, but to put that, he's dropping low. He's going to sprint himself away. Miracle zips down, but Ori zips in, and this could be a disaster for Liquid. I don't think there's any room left to maneuver here for Miracle, and he will be brought to his knees. Melee rack still stands, but the ranged falls to the catapult in the base.
A little bit of overextension from Team Liquid. I did not expect them to go 3 of them that far, pretty much same spot. So he dropped a song and the Meteor Hammer on 3 of them. Plus Eclipse, plus a rock, they just vanished.
But that's the thing, right? If you think about what Vici expended and the manner in which they needed to expend it, and Liquid still gained a Rax and only lost the Ember and the Sand King, right? You think, like, great. The big picture things is great for Liquid still.
Yeah, they're going to keep using this same thing that they did. They're just going to keep the pressure. Tombstone is up pretty soon. Can they get the kill on Naga Siren? Yes.
Well, they're going to kill Fenrir as well as they try to track back onto Storm. Matuma did kill off 11, but again, their ultis are down. There is nothing left in the tank for Vici Gaming when this push comes in. And I think Matuma here just trying to shove mid-wave as hard as he can and breach that ramp once more for the melee racks. But Mind Control, he's got his eyes set on the prize. Tier 2 tower, easy objective for Liquid. They don't care about Roshan. They don't care about going to take the Aegis because this game, the win, is within arm's reach.
They need to invest so much into the Sentry Wards. Thus, they have 2 Glimmer Capes, 19 minutes in. You have a Shadow Blade, and you have a Sandstorm or a Sanking. So pretty much everyone is invis.
That feel when your Luna has an Ancient stack, but she can't take it.
Dire's bottom shrine has
Liquid can't take it either, and don't really care. But it's still... Poor little Luna. Paparazzi, 1,400 away from BKB. That could be a big game changer, as could this Orchid from the Storm. But we've already seen, you know, Yule Scepter on the Ember Spirit, nearly at the Relic for the Radiance. You have Dark Pact, Shadow Blade, and is that a full... Is that a full BKB? No. Okay, there's an Echo Saber for the Slark, not a BKB. So he doesn't technically have a way out of the Orchid unless he Dark Pacts before the Storm lands on him. Quick and easy Roshan here for Liquid though. Big old stuns from Mind Control. 5 armor, 15 strength. He's just going to go for the tanky build. Glimmer Cape is here as well. That feels like a let's finish the game now kind of item build.
They're so farmed. 15,000 net for 20 minutes in. This is one of the biggest advantages that I've seen in quite some time. That I did not expect it to go this way. Also, you have Undying, who's always carrying a couple of Sentry Wards. Oh, he did not pick up the Aegis. This is a great pickoff. Again, 11 got the last hit twice in a row, so that's 1.2k gold in hands of 11. It would be better if somehow Luna picked up the last hit.
Can they turn this into a tower? Don't think they... Oh, no. Oh, 11. Tombstone is there. Song is on cooldown, of course. Matuma thinking about the dive, but Storm, long zip. Very low on mana now, but still going to go in for the kill. Kuroki dropping... Down he goes with that chaotic offering, taking him out. Matuma is invis, the epicenter forward, the damage is dealt, but it's turned around immediately in kind. Paparazzi thinking about where to go and where to hide. BKB is ready here for the Luna, and they turn back onto Miracle, who's sleight of fist but has no chains and no remnants, remember. He is in trouble and he is
That's
dead.
a dieback.
This is a mess, but Mind Control is here, the janitor to try and clean up, but Paparazzi, he is an awkward stain that cannot be cleaned up. He pops his BKB and he runs back to Fountain. And Liquid need this melee racks. They have to bring this down to make all of this worth it.
That's what they wanted to play around. They had the buyback on Ember Spirit with Boots of Travel, so they wanted to bait him out and buy back on Ember and come back, but it was not that effective. They lost the Aegis? No. Slark still has it. Oh, they're insanely slowed.
Oh, Meteor Hammer. Does catch on to 2. They jump forward. Matuma Man knows Paparazzi has no BKB. Easy kill on the Luna. They pop the Aegis, and Mind Control will die. Can they follow through on anything else, though? I think with GH arriving and another Tombstone. Kuroki, he's laying out the zombies here. Easy, easy, easy. Calm it down.
They're not letting them recover at all. Ember Spirit's dead for quite some time. He was close to actually buying a relic. He bought the recipe, bought back, then died again, so he's really far away from it.
I mean, what's his net worth? He's still 3rd place in net worth, even with a dieback there. But yeah, I like what you're saying, that there's no time to reset. There's no rejuvenation time. There's no time to push waves or farm neutrals or get into these new big items that your Luna and your Storm ever so desperately
They're gonna
need.
catch NS. Oof, almost.
Or he's dead. We were just talking about Storm Spirit needs this Orchid, and it keeps getting delayed. Storm is 3, 8, and 7 right now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's why I was surprised that they picked the Storm Spirit. It's not the good Storm Spirit game to start with. A lot of stuns.
Can they crack the tier 3? Ori down for 25. Eclipse in 23. They've got Song. They have Golem in about half a minute. Feels like Liquid will take the Shrine, control of this dire jungle, but also give some time here to Miracle to build into his Radiance, which he does deserve.
Yeah, they want to keep fighting, but you don't feel that they're 15,000 net worth ahead, right? If they pull off the combo, Luna uses a BKB, they drop a rock, plus Meteor Hammer. They can easily take a fight right now. Oh. I'm not sure what the plan was. Like, he has enough time to go out of the song because of the recent changes, how Meteor Hammer and Sleep work. He can just go away.
They did manage to pull it off bottom lane.
Yes.
His previous initial death before the buyback was Meteor Hammer into Vortex, and it was pretty close.
Because they don't have the insta stun. They don't have a sanking or whatever, any ground stun.
Yeah, they need a Tide Hunter instead of Naga Siren, it feels like.
Oh, Paparazzi forced to use a BKB and TP out.
Feels bad. And once Mind Control gets this BKB up and running, things are going to turn out to be real nasty. I mean, Matuma Man has one himself now being delivered. So you'll have this double BKB. Radiant's nearly here for the Ember. Dodges the Meteor Hammer. Dodges the gank, in fact. All the way back to safety. I mean, what's the plan here for Vici? Is it one of those games where you literally have to wait for Liquid to make a mistake? Get over eager, get over aggressive, then get this wombo combo out into the mix?
Yes, they have a good tier 3 defense with the Warlock, Upheaval, and Fatal Bonds. Once Storm Spirit gets that Orchid up, he's 800 gold away from it. They can solo kill people, but they need a lot of vision. They need a lot of reveal. Dusts, they don't have any at this point. Night Stalker, like 0 reveal, no sentry wards.
No, not even on the Warlock.
You're playing against 4 heroes who have invis. The one Glimmer Cape can turn whole fight around. Ember Spirit finished his Radiance, level 20, 10% spell amp. So Radiance deals more damage, Gary.
How much more damage will it cost?
That's 6 more damage. Plus spell amp that he has, let me check. So in total, spell amp 15%. Not bad. Combine that with the overtime damage on the Flame Guard.
So what you're telling me is he does 69 damage through Radiance.
Yes.
Nice. BKB on Leshrac.
That's one of my favorite numbers, Gary.
Oh yeah. It's a very good number. How do you kill BKB targets as Vici Gaming? I feel like you don't. I feel like you have to ignore them.
They can just use the end snare. Maybe if they use a good song and then snare and just right-click it. That's one of the ways to play around the BKB carriers.
Just punch them with Luna?
Yes, they have a lot of physical damage. Luna's Lunar Blessing is level 4. She has level 15 talent as well.
Liquid just trying to close out this map right now. Every lane pushing in towards the Vici Gaming base. Roshan fast spawn in 50 seconds as Epicenter wound up here. I hear it, I see it, and they've caught the Luna, but 11 with a Song of the Siren. Swinging things back around. They've got damage from the Shrek. The Meteor Hammer and the Rock drops onto 2, but they've killed 11 off. The trouble is now they don't have really much left to defend their high ground as both of their big teamfight ultis have been removed from the game. Now Night Stalker in trouble yet again. They will find the Sand King here, but he's kept alive with the Yules, the Glimmer, the heal as well. Luna in trouble. BKB wearing off and no more Eclipse. He'll look for the kill on GH and will secure it. But Storm Spirit, Warlock, Luna running away from the Fishy coming in for Killy. Warlock into the tree line, but I don't think that's going to save you. Down you go, and 3 heroes dead for Vici Gaming means a tier 3 will be going the way of Liquid. This game coming to a close. This double damage miracle is ready.
Yeah, I don't think they can take a fight when there's no Eclipse, no Song, and no Warlock ulti, which means that Raxes on the bottom lane are gonna go down. Pretty hard for Vici to fight.
Oh. I don't think they can jump in. I don't think they can do anything. They're going to lose their Naga Siren here. Ori tries to get in and get out and do some damage. Shake it all about. Night Stalker, though, uled up and stunned by the Split Earth. That's another easy kill for Liquid as Storm and Luna being shredded here, and you can only imagine that the shift enter, GG enter, is being typed and called. Vici Gaming tap out as Liquid take game number 1 in this best of 3. Lacoste, that seemed super bloody easy.
Yeah, the way this game started, they saw that Sand King and the Lesh are gonna be at the top lane, and they just sacrificed, I'm gonna call it, a Naga Siren there. But the problem is that they did not win the bottom lane. Also, I gotta give credit to Team Liquid, that Undying Slark lane getting a first blood. You don't expect that amount of the damage coming out from level 2 Undying. If your HP is low, he probably took like 8 stacks of strength on you, and then he just used Soul Rip when the waves clashed.
Decay, Soul Rip. Oh, you're dead. What a shame. What an absolute shame.
I love how Team Liquid played this game. Like, they were so aggressive. They were trying to fight around Miracle's buyback, just force them into a trap, and then he buys back, comes back with the Boots of Travel. It was not very effective, but still. Look at this graph.
I mean, I just wanted to look for the Miracle, the dieback there, as he did lose a good, 2,000 or whatever gold from all that. But yeah, the fact of the matter is, Team Liquid, it was slow and steady victory all the way to the bank. Game number 1 going the way of Liquid up against Vici Gaming, but it is a best of 3, of course, as we are into the elimination matches. 1 win separates Liquid from moving on forward, and 1 loss separates Vici Gaming from going home.
I thought this is going to be more of a close series,
yep.
But we have to see what Vici Gaming has in their pockets for game number 2. I hope they have something, because this was looking really one-sided, man.
Slide out a sneaky cheese pick, little hero here.
Rabbit out of the hat, whatever. Just pull off something.
We'll find out. A couple of minutes break. Game 2 coming up, guys. Don't go anywhere.
You ready?